Actually, if you want to just start moving into this area right in here, start spreading out a little bit. Like the shirt, man.
Now, one thing they do really good, they're really good at spinning the truth. They don't, and one of the things that's really unbelievable to me,
I actually just want to start moving into this area right in here.
On the inside, this should be the overflow area right here in the
we
grass
said that since we're winding down the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, we're going to take that money
be able to look inside.
and invest it in infrastructure and pay down the debt in the United States. I got a question. How's that work? I think you heard last week in the Democratic convention about the arithmetic that doesn't add up. Well, I got news for you. That arithmetic doesn't add up because we're borrowing 42 cents on every dollar we spend in the federal government. Now, what we need is leadership. And Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan will bring that leadership and get this deficit spending under control. Now, the other thing that really amazes me, I'm a freshman congressman. I live down in Holmes County, not too far from here. And I got to tell you, it's been really frustrating the last year and a half with this administration. The United States House of Representatives, I think we've done our job. We've passed 2 budgets. Guess what? The United States Senate hasn't passed a budget in over 3 years. Obviously, that's no way to run a business, a country, or your household. Fire them, that's right. And we're going to do that in 58 days, right? Now, I want to talk a little bit about my frustration. We've passed about 40 bills in the United States House of Representatives that we've classified as bills to improve the business climate here in the United States of America. Guess what? And 2 of them are mine. I'm really proud of that. But guess what? They're sitting over there in the United States Senate getting moldy because Harry Reid won't take them up. He won't pass a budget, and he won't take up our bills. We need Mitt Romney in the White House to give leadership and get this stuff moving, right? Now, I got to tell you, I was personally insulted when I heard the president tell people like me, I was self-employed since 1978. I started my business when I was in my young 20s, risked everything, took loans out, and I was really insulted when the president said, you didn't build that. Now, he said, I guess he says I was successful because I had roads to drive on. Well, so did everybody else, but the point that he misses, the reason we have roads to drive on, the reason we got such the best country in the world, the greatest country in the world, is because our free market capitalist system created the wealth and the resources to build those roads, right? And I think that's the fundamental question in this election is they don't get how the free market capitalist system works. They want more dependency on government, i.e. taxpayers. And, you know, it was amazing when you listen to the speeches down there in Charlotte on TV last week, how they talked about we need to make investments. That's code word for more spending. And obviously they're not serious about getting this stuff under control. Mitt Romney is, and Paul Ryan. Now, I've been saying this for about a year, and I'm glad to see that Governor Romney's picked up on it. 4 points that I've been talking about. Number 1, we have to get the deficit spending under control. Everybody knows that. It's acting like a wet blanket over our economy. It's suffocating job growth and opportunities for our kids and their kids. Number 2, common sense regulatory reform. You know what that means? In my book, that means the repeal of Obamacare, Dodd-Frank, and harnessing the United States EPA. We have a little bit of common sense in Washington, D.C. Tax reform. You know, we're not competitive in this global marketplace we live in now today. One reason is because our regulations are too burdensome and our taxes are too high. We have the highest corporate income tax rate in the world. We got to fix that. We got to lower the tax rates. We got to make it permanent. None of this temporary nonsense. Number 4, and I'm really excited about this because Governor Romney's talking about it. An energy policy in this country that encourages the responsible development of our resources in this country. Let's stop shipping all those dollars and those jobs overseas to some areas of the world that don't much like us. Let's keep those jobs right here in this country. On day 1, On day one, President Romney will approve the Keystone Pipeline. That will bring 830,000 barrels of oil a day down to our refinery into the United States of America. I am going to be so excited to be a member of Congress representing Richland County in the 7th Congressional District and have President Romney in the White House to work with to get this country back on the right track. I want to thank you all for coming out today in support of Governor Romney. You got to keep. We're on a huge crossroads. This is the most important election in our lifetime because if we don't get this country turned around, it's going to be too late. We're going to have a debt crisis, and everything's going to go south. It's going to be bad, and we got to get this turned around. We can't keep spending money we don't have and borrowing from China and elsewhere. We got to get tough with the world and say we're going to compete and grow this economy. And get us out of this and restore the American confidence and restore the American dream. God bless you all and God bless America.